Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Caramel0037. My name is Bukky Shittu, and today I'm going to show you a step-by-step guide on how to make Nigerian stew. More specifically, a chicken-flavored Nigerian stew. So please follow me as I, show you a step-by-step guide on how to make the stew. As you can see, my camera is pointing at the final result. There's the lovely red stew on top. It's just called stew, but just kind of, it's red in color, so you can see. And there's my lovely grilled chicken and boiled rice. But today is just about this content right here. That's called Nigerian stew. So please follow me as I, watch this video as I show you a step-by-step guide on how to make Nigerian stew. And stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make stew. Hello, family and friends. This is Bukky Shittu, and I'm just going to show you how to make Nigerian stew and make it really delicious. As you can see, my camera is pointing at this lovely sweet pepper. I bought this from Tesco, and it's very tasty. I usually add it with tomato puree, but unfortunately I've run out of that today, so I'm just going to use this alone because it has a lovely sweet taste. Normally it's half if I'm going to use tomato puree, but since I don't have tomato puree, I'll be using this full one today. And I will be using also red onions. I got this from Iceland, and normally it comes in a pack of 3. I'll be using small pepper, although you can't really tell now, but because I cut it in half. But these are called jalapenos, I believe, or Nigerian version is small pepper. So that's that. And then I also use big peppers. So this, I don't know what the English name is, forgive me. But I like to use normally all 3 colors, like red, green, and yellow, but this time I only had the red and green, so going with those ones. I'll also be using Maggi no cube because I'm using chicken this time around. As you can see, I'm boiling chicken, looking delicious. I'm gonna have that steamed and then grate it for later. Also, I will be using tinned tomatoes. Now you can also use fresh tomatoes, This is personally my 2 favorite brands. The forgive my pronunciation. Napona, Creato and Napoli. It's Italian. I really love this flavor. Or you can use this as well. KTC. This is also a very great brand. It's also Italian brand. So I'm gonna use all 3, and this is also much easier to open as well because I don't have a tin opener, so this makes life a lot easier for me to use in opening. And I will also later on, when it's all cooked, I'll be using this particular brand. I love it. Unfortunately have only so little left. This is a curry powder hot, sorry. And as you can see, dry thyme. Again, I've been cooking often, so there's not much left, but yeah. So that's what I'll be using now. Actually, I sometimes buy other brands of thyme, so don't worry if you don't have this particular brand. You can use other thyme bread as long as you have thyme and you have curry powder. But for me, I find this one to be really great. And you can also get this in a big pack. Cool. So, first and foremost, as you now know, these are all the ingredients you need. The onions, the sweet pepper, you can get from Tesco. You can get that, I believe, in most supermarkets. Small pepper, although I've cut it in half. Normally I use a small size, but because this is large, I'm going to use half of it because I use half to boil the chicken with onions, garlic, pepper, and all that. That's for the chicken. But this is now for stew. As I said, the peppers, chicken no cube, because this time around I'm going to make it chicken flavored stew rather than beef flavored stew. So that's why I'm using chicken no cube. Otherwise, I would have used Maggi cube instead. And then the thyme. Okay, your hot curry powder, tomato sauce, So, I'm going to put all of this. First of all, sorry, I forgot to mention one more thing, garlic. So, I usually use 1 full garlic. Oops, I'm making a mess. But that's okay. I'll clean up the mess as I go along. Just struggling to get out, sorry. For the grunting. Okay, so also, before I forget to mention, we also need 1 full garlic. Okay, Now, as you can see, this is my pot. I'm going to use, this is quite a big pot. You know, ignore the brown stains just because of the heat over the years. I've tried to remove it. It's only so much I've tried to remove the stains. But yes, you know, this stew normally lasts me for almost 2 weeks, you know, for about 2 weeks. So it all depends on how much you want. But this is, I'm just making this for just under 2 weeks. So yeah. So let's get started. I'm now going to blend all these ingredients. Apart from the Maggi cube, obviously, these ones are the ones that come in last. I just want to show you all the ingredients you need in general, you know. So these ones, they're last, so don't worry about these ones. These are the things I will be blending. Okay, so make this video short so I can make another clip. This is what you need to blend. So you need the tin tomatoes, full garlic, 2 red onions, sweet pepper, jalapenos, I believe they're called, or small peppers are called in Nigeria, and then the big peppers. Okay, this is all I'm going to be blending. So I'm going to stop this clip now, and then I will come back and show you when it's all blended, what it looks like, or at least before I blend it. Okay, so now I've cut all the ingredients up. As you can see, I've sliced the red onions, as I mentioned before. There's the big peppers, the red and the green. And that's the garlic and small pepper, or as I call jalapeno, I believe. It has a thin strand for those who don't know. The ones with the thick strands aren't the same, and I don't believe the flavor is the same. But this is the traditional Nigerian pepper we normally use. To be honest, I don't know where this pepper comes from originally, so I should probably look it up. But we call it small pepper. Okay, so don't, you know, say, oh, Bukky said, you know, it comes from so. I beg you. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. Okay, so then we have this, as I told you, this are the sweet peppers. So the great thing about though I don't have my puree with me today, because unfortunately because of the lockdown, it's a problem too. I had difficulty getting the puree to go with my stew. The great thing about this sweet peppers, that as I showed you before in the long form, before I sliced it up, is that it does replace the puree. So if you don't have puree, don't worry, you can always just use a full sweet pepper. Believe me, it's going to taste fantastic. And as you can see, I've opened this up as well. So you can use chopped tomatoes, or you can have plum tomatoes. And as I told you, these are the 2 brands I like, KTC and Napoleon. So I'm going to use my Nutri Ninja and blend all the ingredients. And yeah, so we'll take it from there. As you can see, that's the ingredient I put in there, and the great thing about Nutri Ninja is that it helps make the ingredients really smooth. Now, if you have it all, you know, like in bits and pieces, that's more like mixed vegetable. When you're making Nigerian stew, you need to make sure that it's nice and smooth. That's what makes it the stew, you know, texture, that gives it that lovely soft texture. So I'm gonna So as you can see, it's really nice and smooth thanks to Nutri Ninja. It's really fantastic how it makes, you know, vegetables and fruits come out really smoothly. Of course, in this case, we're not using fruits, but just, you know, generally speaking. So yeah, so I'm gonna pour that into here, see what it looks like. I'll pour it in. Give me 1 second because I'm holding my mobile phone to do this. So as you can see, it's a really nice and smooth texture. That's exactly what you want when you're making Nigerian stew. You don't want it clumpy or, you know, with chunks of vegetables. Nigerian stew always has to be blended to be smooth. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this process for the rest, and then the next thing will be to show you how it goes into the stew. I mean, how it becomes stew. So this is just halfway through now. Okay, so now that the ingredients are fully blended, as you can see, it's really nice and smooth. The bubble is just because I poured it in, so it creates a little bit of bubble, but not to worry about that. It doesn't affect the taste in any way, shape, or form. So as you can see, this is my pot. It's an old pot. Ignore the fact it's an old pot. But this is my pot that I use. It's a big pot, and I'm going to put in oil. So give me 1 second while I grab the oil. So this is the oil I will be using. avocado oil, and it's avocado pure cold pressed extra virgin oil. It's really great, and it's so much better than using vegetable oil, as you know, they say vegetable oil can cause cancer in the body. So this is a much healthier and safer option. So, you know, I'll be using avocado pure cold pressed extra virgin oil, and it has a great taste. You know, you can get this on Amazon. So we apply this into the pot. So 1 second. Okay, so you just want to pour just a little bit, not too much. As you can see, you know, I don't measure it. I just go by eye measurements, really, because that's how we always do it in Nigeria. So, okay, so you just want a little bit, you know, not too much, you know, of oil, just to kind of be like the base, you know, but to still have a bit of flow, you know, in the pot. You know, you don't want it to become too oily. So we're gonna let this steam first, and then I will show you what we do next. Okay, so the stew is hot now. I gave that about 1 or 2 minutes, you know, for it to get hot. And then we then put in the blended tomatoes and, you know, all the other ingredients I mentioned, garlic, small pepper, onions, you know, the whole malaki. Okay. So here we go. You're gonna get a little bit, you know what I'm gonna say. There we go. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. That's it. Yep. And in it goes. So this is now, we're almost there with the preparation, literally. Okay, so as you can see, the oil is just a tiny bit above the tomatoes. You don't want it too oily, you know. Some people's stew can be very oily, but I don't like that. Okay, I'm just gonna stir that in. Normally, I would actually cook chicken with the stew, but on this occasion, because I'm having grilled chicken, I'm not going to be cooking this stew with chicken or beef. I'm not cooking anything with it. This is just going to be simply just about the stew. Okay, so just the basic process of how to make stew. Next time, if you want me to teach you how to make chicken stew, where you have the chicken in the stew itself, I'd be happy to show you. But for now, I'm just going to show you just how to make stew. And the great thing about stew is that you can use it for, you know, rice. You know, you can use it for different dishes, really, you know. Okay, so it's going to, this is now on medium heat, you know. Yep, okay. So I don't want it too high. Yeah, so yeah, it's just on medium heat now. It's in between, kind of medium to low. And yeah, I'm gonna let this boil now for half an hour, and then before I add the other ingredients into it, and we're almost there. So yeah. Okay, so the stew has now boiled for half an hour. As you can see, I just had stirred it. I'm gonna just stir it again so you can see how lovely the texture is. It's coming out very nicely. So now we're just going to do the final stage of it and then let it boil again for another 15 minutes and we're good to go. As I said, this is actually supposed to be one either chicken or beef stew, but I'm not using chicken directly into the stew or beef stew, but I will make it a chicken flavored stew, and I'll show you what I mean in a second, so just give me a moment. So I'm going to be using a tablespoon at least of curry powder. Just going to spread that nice and evenly, and I will be using 5 nut cubes. So as you remember, give me 1 second, sorry, just trying to remove the ones I tried to pour it in the spoon and it came out a little bit messy. Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, there was one that landed on top of it. Okay, so as you remember, the chicken nut cube is like this. There's 2 in a pack, so that's it there. And I'm gonna put in 5 of those, you know, nut cubes, as in 2 each, making a total of 10 cubes. Okay, so, and this is chicken flavored nut cube, just so you know, right? Because again, this is part of getting that chicken flavor that will give that really lovely, delicious chicken taste. So just bear with me. So you can see I'm squashing it into the stew, because sometimes when you just dump it in the stew, you know, it does melt, but then you might find that the stew will not quite, it won't quite blend in properly. So you really will need to just break it in your hand like this, you know, just press hard. It's going flying over. You know, you just press like that and then squeeze it, and then yeah, just break it into pieces and spread it all over. It's actually quite satisfying actually to do too. It's just a traditional we've always done this. Don't mind if there's a little chunk like that one there, that's okay. It's all part of the process, baby. Right, so almost there. And then I'm just gonna add like a tablespoon of thyme. Okay, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of thyme. You know, just to give you a bit of a measurement. And I'm also going to add salt, but not table salt, rather Himalayan salt, and just a pinch will do. So here's my Himalayan salt. It's really good. You know, it's of course a lot better than using table salt. Reason being that, you know, table salt is full of sodium, but Himalayan salt has actually healthy qualities. You know, it's suitable for cooking and for bathing. You know, so if you want a nice soft skin as well, like and you want to be in a bathtub, this is really great to use. So give me a second while I try to open it while holding the camera. So it's what it looks like inside. It's nice and pink. Sorry, the steam is affecting my camera. Give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, it's nice and pink inside, and this is fine grain salt. Yeah, so just gonna add a little pinch because it gives it a nice flavor. And just spread it out. And the great thing about Himalayan salt, I'm going to take just a little bit more. You know, the great thing about Himalayan salt is also it gives a bit of energy. So every time you have this in your stew or your food, you know, if you just take like a little pinch of it and put in your food, in your rice, you know, you don't need too much, just a little pinch. And honestly, it gives you energy throughout the day, and it's really great. You know, it's actually very good for your body. Okay, so that's the Clear Health Himalayan fine grade salt I used. Okay, now the other thing that I didn't mention is that I actually made, because I bought chicken earlier on, I have gotten the liquid from that. Now that's something I'll have to show you some other time, but this is part of how you get this chicken seasoning, chicken flavored Nigerian stew. So give me 1 second. See, that's coming out very nicely, texture now. 1 second. Hi, so yes, back to what I was trying to say. This is chicken I grilled today. I cooked it initially first, you know, and this is the sauce that came from it. Don't mind the messiness, this is just onions on the side and all. So, but I'd frozen some about a week ago, and I'm going to use this instead. It looks like this when it's been frozen. Yeah, and I'm going to use just part of it because I'm going to use the rest for a bit of my later on. That's for something else. That's baked beans for those who don't know what my is. It's a lovely, delicious, you know, Nigerian dish. Okay, so I'm just going to cut into that. So forgive me, I'm trying to hold the camera while trying to win this. I'm just trying to cut into it. It's like looking like beef cake. Well, not actually beef cake, but you know what I mean. It's just looking like something else. So yummy. So there, so that's chicken. You know, the ingredients I used earlier on, well, within the week actually, because I made stew before now. And this is a sauce from this boiled chicken that, as I said, is frozen, and I'm now going to mix this into the stew. As you see, because it's frozen, it's just taking a bit of time to spread out. So I'll just give that about 15 minutes, you know, overall, and that should spread out nicely out. You know, it's going to blend in later on. I'm just trying to squash it in. Anyway, it's going to blend a little. Just leave it like that. I'm gonna have a quick taste to see what it tastes like, and then I know if I add more ingredients or not. Oh my god, that is so delicious. Yep, it's worth the trouble. Okay, so just gonna let that boil for another 15 minutes, and this time it's on low heat, no longer medium. Just give it 15 minutes and you're gonna have a really delicious chicken flavored Nigerian stew. We'll let that, you know, steam for now. And there you have it, guys. So ready for lunch now. See a delicious stew, the chicken. You know, I'll make a video next time to show you how I made the boiled chicken into grilled chicken. But yep, that's my lunch ready. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. My name is, my YouTube channel is Caramel0037. Don't forget to click on the bell button. Click twice so you can get notifications every time I post something on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.